Welcome to a TNG-NEEW special edition for the deaf community presentation today. Welcome wherever you are around the world, and we'll get stuck into it straight away. Just share my screen. I'll get the captions going. So just one quick test. Yes, it seems to be working. Great. Okay, welcome and learn, earn and connect with new. And welcome to the new economic evolution of the world. This is a special edition for the TNG-NEEW information presentation for the deaf community because we care.
The new economic evolution of the world. An advanced training in financial and investment literacy. This is a global investment portfolio and the opportunity to receive part of the profits of the most profitable industries and businesses in the world. Crypto unit program and a monthly growing bonus transfers to your account. New, a profitable business in the system of multi-level crowd investing. This is at least 15% of the financially educated population of the planet in the near future. This is peace, prosperity, wealth, longevity, and the health of planet Earth. We are new.
A great video that has been produced by the company, and it's a great 1-minute presentation. So what are we going to talk about today? We'll be discovering the Academy of the Private Investor, where you can study, invest, and prosper inside the new economic evolution of the world. At first, my name is Bob Fordham. I'm a new consumer community partner program consultant. Currently, I am studying inside the Marathon MLCI 260 students. I'm a public speaker, private investor, and entrepreneur. I specialize in natural health, NLP, and hypnotherapy, and I love helping as many people as I can to get what they want, so I get what I want in all aspects of life, especially in personal development and financial longevity. Passionate about sustainability and the triple bottom line for a better planet. We only have one life in this dimension, at least. We only get one chance to do and live to the best of our abilities. So why not make the most of it? Be the best version of who you are. No matter what life throws at you, there are always challenges. So it's not about succeeding all the time. It's about failing and learning the lessons and succeeding that makes you the real person. Over my journey, it's been some 62 years, but for the last 40 odd years, I've been in business and I have discovered many, many things. I've had a lot of successes and I've had a lot of losses, a lot of failures, but along the way, I've never given up. This is the key. determination, persistence, and consistency, and enthusiasm. Surround yourself in life with people that are enthusiastic. And this is one of the keys and one of the real attractions that brought me to the Academy of the Private Investor, because now I am networking with 1.4+ million people inside our organization. Like-minded spirits wanting to better themselves, better the planet, and better the economy. But first, a compliance and risk disclaimer. We will discover EIPs, which are educational information products. MLCI, which is multi-level crowd investing. CRU, which is the crypto unit internal points for tokens, or a digital stock analogy. Please note, we do not sell and we do not have a license to sell shares or tokens. All countries have their own rules for the sale of financial products, and we comply with the laws of these countries. Most countries allow the sale of information products without a special license. We offer the opportunity to participate in wealth building training, which provides the fundamental principles on which wealth is created and maintained. We do not provide financial or investment consultations. Please do your own 100% due diligence or request confirmation from a licensed accountant or financial advisor in your area for compliance with the requirements in your local, state, or country. And please make sure that the specialist who you engage has also done their 100% due diligence, and they are in a position to give you the right advice. What are we going to learn today? Well, the first part of our meeting, we will discuss investment thinking. The Academy of the Private Investor. What is it? The role of financial literacy and the importance that it is in today's modern world. The VIP Club of the Private Investor. Growth prospects. Bonuses for participants of the club and why you should be involved. The Global CRU Portfolio. A fund juggernaut, which is growing on a daily basis against all odds. The multiple level crowd investing business, or MLCI business model. Business trainings for all partners. And the new economic evolution of the world. What is new? What are the plans of the company? And in the second part of the meeting, we will discover the company puts on a Tuesday and Thursday basic trainings to help you to get started. So the Academy of the Private Investor was founded in 2011 by the man in the blue suit in the middle of the photograph there, Andrei Koratov. Andrei was one of the first entrepreneurs bursting out of the blocks from the breakdown of the Berlin Wall some 30 odd years ago. And around about 9 years ago, Andrei used his financial skills with his ups and downs to create the Academy of the Private Investor. He created some 10,000 plus students, and then in 2014 began on the multi-level crowd investing journey. Today, we have over 1.4 million plus partners in 176 countries. We have teachers of up to 23 years of experience in investment and financial fields. We also have practical studies in areas of finance, investment, and personal growth. We provide real case studies, group lessons, and individual coaching and mentoring like you've never ever experienced before. So what is investment thinking? My story, as mentioned, started in business some 45 odd years ago, working for wages, discovering my skills, dropping out of high school, and hitting the world running. I was never happy working for somebody else. I had a yearning. I had a desire to do something more with my life. So I become very, very passionate about natural health. But along the way, I had to pay the bills. And I realized that there was a major deficiency in my business journey, and that was financial literacy. I discovered real estate, and I had a 20-year successful real estate career. I developed communication skills. I was forever training and educating myself. At first, I was blaming others for my performances. But at the end of the day, I realized that it was me that I had to critique first to be the better version of who I am. And a number of years ago, in fact, around about 2 years ago, a good friend of mine introduced me into the teachings of the Academy of the Private Investor. And today I have a 1 to 5 year plan, which I'm very proud of, and I am achieving the goals and the education that I only dreamt of previously. And I have a great legacy to leave the world, which I'm very, very proud of. Let's look at the cash flow quadrant from Robert Kiyosaki. In his books, the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series, Robert speaks of the left-hand side of the quadrant being an employee. This is where you have a job. This is where you work for somebody else. You are selling your time for money, and you are creating somebody else's dream. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of great people around the world doing a lot of great services in a lot of great jobs that are essential to how we operate. However, if they don't dream, if you don't think about investment thinking, then you are stuck in a maze of where 10% of the money is owned by 90% of the people. For over 300 years, the Industrial Revolution has created an education system that is broken around the world. We need to change this dramatically. Some people, like myself, give self-employed a go. And I have been for some 40 plus years. But I did realize that if I didn't go to work, I didn't get paid. Or if I didn't leverage my time somehow, I didn't get paid. And life is a struggle. On commission only, over my 20 years of real estate, I had to ride the market waves, the ups and the downs, the high highs and the low lows. However, if you are on the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, as a businessman or woman, you own the business and people work for you. Now, this has its pressures as well. But if you're smart, you can start to realize you can leverage your time, your money, and resources, and even start investing. And as an investor, this is where money works for you. And this is where 90% of the money in the world is owned by less than 10% of the people in it. These are the ratios that the Academy of the Private Investor wish to change. We have a goal to touch up to 15+% of the world's population. And Andre's dream is to create 1 million millionaires in the future and to leave a legacy that he will be remembered for. So you too can join us to help us to create this legacy. Let's look at financial literacy. This is a survey that has been completed by Standard & Poor's, which you may know them as the S&P 500 in the trading world. It surveyed some 150,000 people from around the world, and the discovery was shocking. Less than 25% of the world's population has anywhere near between 50 to 70% of financial literacy. What is financial literacy? It's all about knowledge of financial things like compounding interest, inflations, savings, budgeting, loans, financial opportunities when presented. So most people, when they have financial choices, they leave it up to others to make those choices for them. At the Academy of the Private Investor, we wish to change that dramatically. We want to raise our vibrational levels to a greater standard where a majority of the world's population understand how not only to make money, but to make wise decisions with that money for the benefit of the planet. So we have a solution. Our solution involves personal growth. It involves investment courses, business education trainings, and courses aimed at self-development, goal setting and planning, improving financial literacy, formation of investment thinking, and learning different business and building methods and strategies like you've never experienced before. There are many, many stories of success inside the Academy. These are highly successful individuals that started this business virtually from scratch and used what limited resources, or some with many resources, to create multiple income streams inside the Academy and apply the teachings and the educational courses into their real life. There are many benevolent people here giving back to their beloved communities from all around the world. We have a VIP club of the private investor. Now, there are many, many VIP clubs around the world. And these VIP clubs generally make the owner of the VIP club very, very wealthy. Here in Australia, we have Woolworths, Qantas, Coles, rewards cards and VIP clubs. And yes, these VIP clubs get you the best of the services provided by the company. And they do come at a cost. One great VIP club in the financial world is run by Warren Buffett, who runs the Berkshire Hathaway group of companies, which our company owns shares in. So you pay over $220,000 US just to attend Warren's annual general meeting. Why would anybody do that? Well, once you pay your fee, you gain access to the knowledge, to the inside running, networking with like-minded people at that meeting. And you take and apply those learnings into the real world. And you also get insights into what Berkshire Hathaway will be doing for the next year. And to listen to Warren's wisdom, who is one of the world's most successful private investors. So at the Academy, we have our own VIP club. And from as little as $10 per month US, you can learn how to gain knowledge from the Academy that provides you with real results in practice. And as a VIP club private investor, you become a member of an elite club. You gain discounts on the products of up to 75%. You get exclusive offers. You get access to the crypto unit program and its bonuses. You get additional income streams. At last count, we counted 17 currently available, with another 6 to a dozen coming our way in the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months' time. You also get participation in closed monthly meetings. This is very refreshing because you are part of this company. You are co-owners of this company, and you get inside information on where your company is heading, its successes, its failures, and the ups and downs of business. Let's look at the Academy of the Private Investor.
The best online project for investment education and training of private investors. The Academy of a Private Investor. Started in 2011, it is the most effective system of training of private investors. Trainers of the Academy of a Private Investor have up to 20 years experience in private investing. They share only practical experience. Goal of the project? To give a full understanding of the science of investing. At the Academy, you will learn how to create a major revenue of more than $1 million in 5 to 10 years. Having a small monthly income from $100 to $1,000 per month, you will understand how you can get 1,000% return from your investments per year or even more. Thanks to the knowledge gained in the Academy, you will not only create millions of capital, but also realize your wildest dreams and goals. Join the team of progressive people and get a gift that is highly demanded in the market.
Another great video produced by the company, and there was an insight there with the genius of finance game. More on that later on in this presentation, but it is a real life business simulator ideal for the deaf community to gain more knowledge in playing like Monopoly on steroids, and to apply these new learnings and skills into your real life. When we have a look at the educational programs, the education information programs, the EIP Beginner, the EIP Basic, the EIP Elementary Education, the EIP Secondary Education, and Higher Education courses, you learn to discover that there is great value here, value that you will not gain from your school or even college or university. There are many practical areas covered in these wonderful courses that are available to you. And we employ everybody to do at least the first 8 rules of the private investor. This is Andre's foundational course that was created in 2011. This has been the foundation course that has taught millions of people around the world the basics of financial literacy. The educational programs have been heavily discounted for the VIP club members. They range from 50 units, where 1 unit equals $1 USD, up to 10,000 units. And as a bonus, as a gift, with each purchase, you gain financial securities from CRU, crypto unit points, that are gifted to you when you invest in your future self. The Crypto Unit Program is a project, an innovative training program that opens the door for anyone to learn and become a co-owner of the CRU global portfolio, even with minimal resources. Since 30th of March 2019, the Crypto Unit Program has been growing inside a 3-phase, 300-year program. And we are currently in phase 2 of that program. It has raised millions and millions of dollars in assets and revenue for the members and investors. There has been much to talk about in the last 15, 16 months. Let's have a look at a video explaining just that.
Happy birthday, Crypto Unit Program. 3, 2, 1, go. We have liftoff. Big changes begin with one small step. On March the 30th, 2019, Andrei Havratov, CEO of the Academy of a Private Investor and New Consumer Community, presented his program for the creation of a global investment portfolio in different segments of the investment market. It was found profitable and was supported by people from more than 150 countries of the world. Within the first year of the program, more than 600,000 people worldwide received quality education in investing, took part in mass events held by the company, and became owners of CRU points equivalent to shares in the global investment portfolio. Only by pooling together the capital of program partners, we managed to create assets in various investments market segments and become co-owners of businesses with a high return on investment. Gold mining, Ghana, Zambia, production of synthetic diamonds, filmmaking industry, TV series, The Miners, Basalt Innovative Technologies, resort real estate in Phuket and in Krasnodar region, the restaurant chain, Sushi Master. In 1 year of work, we have opened 37 restaurants in several major cities in Russia, Kazakhstan and Belarus. We are planning to open 1,000 more restaurants around the world. There is a total of 20 different projects already yielding a monthly profit, and Crypto Unit Program itself is divided into several parts and phases, each of which ends up showing record-breaking performance. performance. March the 30th, 2019, the launch of Crypto Unit program, and as early as April the 3rd, 2019, the transition to the second stage of development. May the 8th, 2019, the start of the allocation of bonuses within the loyalty program. November the 13th, 2019, the first accrual of the Profi bonus. January the 8th, 2020, the transition to the second part of development. January the 15th, 2020, CRU token enters Ethereum blockchain. February the 29th, 2020, the value of the global investment portfolio is estimated at $379,780,000. March the 9th, 2020, the first CRU points are released and the internal exchange between program participants is launched. Within the first year, overall, more than 15.5 million units have been allocated in bonuses under the loyalty program and the Profi bonus, and the total number of partners in the company has almost reached 1.5 million. The implementation of Crypto Unit program will result in the issue of 80 billion CRU, 10 billion of which will be retained to ensure liquidity. When the value of the project's assets will be more than $100 trillion, Crypto Unit market value will reach more than $1,250 for one CRU. By the end of the program, the Profi bonus is expected to be within the range from $1 to $50 for one CRU. Now you are ever close to completely changing your life. Crypto Unit program is one small step towards your well-being and one huge leap for mankind. Start acting. The time has come.
The Crypto Unit program is moving. We are moving towards the public exchanges very soon. Inside the next 2 to 3 months, the Crypto Unit program will not be available inside our company. It will only be able to be purchased through the public stock exchanges. So we are on a timescale that needs to be addressed, because we have assets inside the portfolio in excess today of 460 plus million units or US dollars. As mentioned in the video, Japanese cuisine restaurant Sushi Master chain. We have 39 franchises currently and growing. We have 4+ gold mines running, stockpiling at the moment. And gold at the moment, as we know, is achieving record-breaking heights. We have diamond production, a unique diamond facility that can 3D imprint diamonds inside 3 to 4 days. This can be applied to industrial drilling, mobile networks, technologies, and replace hardware of many kinds. And most importantly, an ethical production of diamonds, not like the blood diamonds that we exist today. And in the future, the company also has goals to set up a Tiffany-style jewelry range with its gold and diamonds and jewelry assets. We are heavily involved in the film industry with the KG Club production company and 3 other movie production companies. More on that a little bit later in our updates. But culture is very, very important to us all and is a very, very lucrative revenue financial sector. Next, we have the innovative basalt technologies. This is an amazing alternative building compound that is 30% of the Earth's surface is covered with. And basalt has many, many benefits, including anti-radiation, anti-heat, and is much more eco-friendly to produce, leaving a very low carbon footprint in its production, and can replace steel, fiberglass, plastic, and even can be shredded into a powder to help fertilize soil. But it gets even better. Basalt industries can be used in the latest round of the space sector, where we believe that a majority of the surfaces around Mars is covered in basalt. And our company is at the forefront of innovative technology to produce equipment and resources from basalt. So the space race is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and the basalt can help change the world and reduce the pollution and the carbon footprint that our production produces already. We have produced our own blockchain, and we are currently launching our own data mining system called Digital Doubles, because information is king. Applied information is the ultimate. And we are producing our own ecosystem inside the Crypto Unit program to service and fund and information to gain for its members. These are some of the 20 plus sectors that we are involved in inside the Crypto Unit program: education, multi-level crowd investing development sector, which we've just looked at, the equity participation in business co-ownership. This is where we call the IPO, or startup company industry. This is a multi-trillion-dollar area, and the Crypto Unit program has successfully helped bring to market great ideas and good quality companies like Fiverr, Uber, Zoom that we're on today, and many others. Another important area is health and longevity. We have heavily invested in this sector, because what's the point of having all the money in the world without your first wealth, which is your health? And the health and longevity development sector is a multi-billion-dollar industry where man is looking to live longer, to spend more time enjoying the fruits of their labor. And we are at the forefront of that activities. The innovative transport development sector. Skyway Technologies will be launched into World Expo 2021. They have advanced their expo site in Dubai, which is nearing completion. Our Crypto Unit program has successfully crowdfunded over $150 million in vital funds to get this company off and running. And they have secured billions of dollars of innovative transport technology contracts from many countries around the world, and we'll be rolling these out over the next few years. We are also involved in the banking sector, stock markets, forex markets, the cryptocurrency markets. Billions and billions of dollars are traded every single day. And majority of all these cryptocurrencies are backed only by air. Supply and demand is what pushes their prices. So along comes the Crypto Unit program, a digital stockonology with real-time world assets backing it. And it will be very soon launched onto the public stock exchanges. Once we get the SEC Securities and Exchange Commission approvals, and we'll hit the ground running. The insurance sector, real estate sector. We have development real estate sites in the Crimea, in Phuket in Thailand, and we will be adding assets, real estate assets, for future resort developments. Innovative development sector, agriculture and farming development sector, because we realize the importance of food and good quality water. This is important if the world is to sustain its 12+ billion population by the year 2050. The sector for entrepreneurial, cooperative and social development sector, like we just mentioned, with our digital doubles. The science sector, everything is science, and we are heavily involved in many of these areas. Culture, we love fun, we love to sing, we love to dance, we love to go to the movies, we love to watch good quality entertainment. And our company is right at the forefront of investing in great cultural pursuits. The precious and semi-precious metals and stones sector, like we've just seen, gold, silver, diamonds. We have invested heavily in all these technologies. Like one of our gold mines in the Ural Mountains in Russia has been independently surveyed to contain up to 850 tons of ore to be extracted over the next 10 to 20 odd years. And our company has a 50% equity share in those resources. The space development sector, like I just mentioned, we are supplying the essential tools and resources, like the diamond technology, the basalt, to be involved as a major supplier for the space race development. And lastly, but not leastly, the charity sector. This is very important, very close to our hearts. We are preferred members for the World's Generals for Peace organization, which is made up of many retired generals from armies, air force, navies from around the world, who have realized that there is more money in peace if we all pull together and use these resources and industries that we have. And Andrei Karatov is the World's Generals for Peace chairperson for their financial arm. He has also been awarded the Dove of Peace Medal by the World's Generals for Peace in 2019. We are also heavily involved in the deaf community, just like today. And the company has dedicated a complete department working to transcribe all the Academy's teachings into various different languages. What does the Crypto Unit program provide? It provides you with co-ownership of the CRU global portfolio. It has been and will be continuing to provide monthly loyalty program bonuses, at least to 2021. As the Crypto Unit program grows and the value of the CRU grows, so does the opportunity to receive profit bonuses, which will continue for the life of the program. These profit bonuses will grow every month as we add assets into the portfolio. We have regulated and transparent financing. As mentioned, we are operating in over 175 countries. We have been independently audited just recently by Ernst & Young, one of the world's top 4 auditors. We also have a crack New York-based legal team who have been very busy at work speeding up our projects and helping us to create a profitable fund when everything else in the world seems to be going down, especially in the financial worlds. Our crypto unit program has been gaining in wealth. In fact, $54 million in profit last month. The CRU value growth due to increase in assets is what we've just been discovering. The possibility of the circulation of the CRU in global merchandising. We have begun this journey already. Phase 3 of the crypto unit program will be rolled out inside the investment portfolios of the world's banks, superannuation funds, pension funds, and insurance funds, and financial literacy funds. This is a very important area that we are focusing on. And it is something that is not necessarily offered to the man in the street, so to speak. Most of the time, this is where the big boys of the financial world play. And we will be offering our crypto unit as one of those toys for them to pick up and invest in. A great analogy there. So, step-by-step guide to the Academy of the Private Investor. Step 1 is make the free registration. Become a member of the VIP club from as little as $10 US per month and receive the bonuses we've just been looking at. Choose the right EIP. You have the option to upgrade and gain more knowledge. And step 4, take actions and go for it. Do you want to earn by learning right now? Well, you can. Regardless of what's been going on in the financial world today, there are a lot of uncertainty, a lot of indecisions, lots of lifestyle threatening actions and behaviors by authorities. Making your future uncertain is not what we want. We want to live our life on our terms. We want to be sovereign individuals to have the ability to choose the pathway that we wish to live by. And that includes making the right financial decisions. We can provide you with this multi-level crowd investing, a multiple business training, home business that you can create and be your own director, be your own employee. You can work online, offline, it's your choice. You have the potential to create unlimited revenue. You can create an international business and have the ability to realize your dreams in a very, very fast pace. You also get the opportunity to earn up to millions of dollars in 1 to 5 years. With the investment business training, you gain consulting training, investment instruments and co-ownership. You have the opportunity to increase your capital quickly. You gain asset management knowledge, and you get the opportunity to create assets inside $1 million to plus dollars in 2 to 5 years. You gain the knowledge and feel good about yourself. inside this prestigious business. Our achievements since 2014 have been outstanding. 750,000 plus partners worldwide. Business operations in over 175 plus countries. We have 71 high-ranking presidents and a further 20,000 plus high rankers inside our organization. We speak 13 different languages, and right now the Academy is in the process of transcribing all our educational courses into those languages. We have paid out in excess of $99 million in commissions and network bonuses. We have achieved over 1.4 million registrations in 5 years plus. Again, let's look at some of the amazing individuals that have created so much success, not only in their own lives, but in thousands of other people's lives as well. Celia Duck in the middle, top row. Celia is a wonderful grandmother, an amazing entrepreneur who has created a huge organization and loves to give back to everybody in her team. At the end on the far right, Shane Bose, my good friend for 40 plus years, an entrepreneur, businessman who has discovered the teachings of the Academy and has applied them into his real-time life now, and it has kissed his boss goodbye and is now working full-time inside the Academy of the Private Investor. We have Harin Arun down on the bottom row in the middle. Harin is a forensic accountant. Harin did his due diligence and is now one of the more preferred presenters inside our Marathon MLCI 260 training, and has recently been appointed Deputy Chief for the Academy of the Private Investors financial arm. And Anastasia in towards the bottom right. She is a psychologist and a highly successful business lady. These and many more individuals are giving back to their beloved communities and helping these communities to live their life on their terms. More stories of success with Alina and Annette on the top left, coming from the Ukraine, living in the UK at the moment. Marshall Nirazima from South Africa, a computer scientist. Neil Morrison was once on welfare, waiting in line to get a hip replacement. But today, he's had his hip replacement because he used the funds that he gained from the Academy and the multiple MLCI business teachings, and helped his family to a fantastic legacy. Rita Rashin from Brisbane. Rita also is a loving grandmother and is what we call a cryptocurrency nut. She loves to give back. She loves to train and help people. And below her, Sharon from Perth, an amazing lady who brought this idea to Australia some 5 years ago. And Sharon has now gained a 75,000 plus organization. NASA next to her from Iman, a health entrepreneur. And the list goes on. Andrew Twelvetree on the bottom left, who once found himself with $50 in his pocket after a failed engineering contract, left him with no money but a one-way ticket back to the Philippines. So today, Andrew gives back with a huge organization that he's helped create. And Ngoc from Vietnam. These are some of the great individuals that have created amazing organizations inside the Academy of the Private Investor. So what are the advantages of the MLCI business? You get to gain business from home. You can be your own boss. You can start your own international business from scratch. You have unlimited earnings potential. You have multiple income streams, unique business models, massive leverage across the entire network. For the members of the Academy of the Private Investor, it's not just about making money. It's also about keeping money. It's about learning how money works for you, and then multiplying and leveraging those skills out into your community. It's your choice, but I can assure you that there are hundreds of thousands of loving, like-minded spirits wanting to help change the planet for better. And financial literacy is the pathway, is the vehicle to help achieve those goals. So our mission at the new economic evolution of the world is very, very simple. We want to see global distribution of wealth. We provide security and protection and helping others. Prosperity and happiness is what the key to realizing your dreams is all about. The three pillars of the new provide us with education, co-ownership, and business. These are our presidential council leaders. These guys run the company. They are responsible to both regional and local councils, and they are appointed. They are not gifted these positions. They have to earn their spot over a 2-year tenure. Just like Cam from the USA, Dr. Lydia and Havinda from India, giving back to their beloved Indian communities. And in recent news, the Academy of the Private Investor will be setting up an academy in India. Zemilia from Kazakhstan, Aman's Munich's from the UAE. Aman's has been elevated into the 2018 Entrepreneur of the Year from the MLM Eric Worre organizations. Andrew Hawkes from Australia represents the Oceanic region. Dragos Stanchu and Petru from Moldova and Italy. Just as an example, Petru was a former electrician. Amans was a hotel clerk. So these guys are now leaders, top leaders in our organization, and are helping to provide great ideas and projects. And they are all overseen by Mila Sergikova, who lives in the UK, and she is the chairperson of the Financial Presidential Council. And lastly, but not leastly, Andrei Karatov, our CEO, a Ukrainian-Russian entrepreneur who has been elevated into the Russian Federation 100 most influential entrepreneurs encyclopedia of all time. So Andrei's dream is to create those 1 million millionaires and give back the world a legacy. How to become part of our project is very simple. You register, you verify your information and provide evidence through a driver's license or passport or a government issued ID that you are a real person as part of the Know Your Customer, KYC, anti-money laundering requirements from the European Economic Union. You can participate in all the trainings and implement those trainings into real life. We have a present for your participation into our organization. 250 CRU points, which I need to change this slide for. Just making sure my battery doesn't run out. And after you register in the VIP club is completed. Every Tuesday, you get free investment financial literacy training, 7 p.m. worldwide. You also, every Thursday, you gain free MLCI business training in 24 different countries, 12 different languages. So what will be your decision? You can leave everything as is, and we respect that. However, if there's something yearning in your life, if there is something you're not happy with, what are you going to do about it? You have a choice. You can gain financial and investment education here. You can gain multiple sources of passive income for your life. You can be part of a like-minded community. And this is something that we all revel in. We are community-minded beings. We are energy beings having a human experience on the planet. And we need to socialize and be the true versions of who we are. I have friends all over the world now. And many of my friends have many, many friends in many, many countries. And this is part of the fun that we have together. The ability to create assets and the opportunity to leave a legacy. So let's look at some little bit of inspiration in the saying, what you don't know won't hurt you. What you don't want to know will for sure. So the questions I will ask you is, what do you want for your future? Are you happy in just letting it slide, playing a victim, getting on the front foot, doing something about your life to increase the value that you can provide not only to yourself, but to others? And what are you going to do about it today? So thank you for your attention, and please refer back to the person who invited you here. We will provide you with some questions and answers, and we'll go back into our slide program. Let's look at the latest updates inside the TNG-NEEW group of companies. Breaking news. Just recently, early in the month, we had a full public reporting meeting on the performance of the crypto unit program in June. The launch of the data mining sales, Q&As. Because we discovered that the new VIP fleet is on the move. And as a matter of interest, did you know that if you had have invested $1 into Apple in 1976, it would be worth $100 million today? How about Google? $1 would be $10,000 today. Not a bad return, eh? What about Bitcoin? Everybody talks about Bitcoin. 2009, 2010, $50 would have bought you 50,000 Bitcoins. Today, Bitcoin is still backed by air, supply and demand. And it is the foundational cryptocurrency that is actually mimics our CRU program, because our CRU program started off in 2019 at the same value as Bitcoin, 0.001. And today, our crypto unit program is trading at a very healthy rate. The moral of this story is early adopters get the best benefits with the right knowledge. So just say yes and figure it out later. Because imagine having the ability to develop 17 plus income streams that could make a difference in your life at the moment. Just like the basalt fiber thread, as mentioned earlier in my presentation. This is a multi $2.5 trillion growing market with so many aspects. It's an exciting realm that we are specializing in. We have created our own blockchain successfully up and running. We have created a roadmap for the CRU and the blockchain development. Our white paper is being finalized. Licenses are being finalized. Legal opinions are adding financial planning to the white paper. And by August, we will be conducting interviews to create our own currency exchange. And the launch of the STO, the security token offering, will be sometime September, October, just in time for our 6-year celebrations. Hopefully, the borders will be open around the globe and we'll be able to travel to our 6-year celebrations at Eventi, Moscow. If not, we will have local regional events and it will be conducted online. And maybe a major event in March 2021, which will be celebrating the 10th year anniversary of the Academy of the Private Investor. You can view our blockchain at explorer.cryptounit.cc. And we are continuing with training with Maria Antonenko, who is the head of our blockchain technology department. Just recently, we were featured in the Digital World Summit 2020, where some 25,000 participants got together and discovered our program. So the TNG-NEEW group of companies just keeps on delivering. Project 1, Innovative Transport, is up and running. Project 2 is heading towards a 500 million plus hedge fund, well on the way to the public exchanges. Our flagship company, the Academy of the Private Investor, is worth well over $600 million and is training the next generation of millionaires. So plug in, because this ride is just getting started and you won't want to miss these boats. Don't get caught napping. If you snooze, you'll lose, because the window is closing closer and closer. Once the institutional buyers get their hands on these great assets, this will be the long-lasting last step, a chance to step up and to gain financial wealth. Just look at what happens on a daily basis inside the crypto markets. At coinmarketcap.com, look them up. The top 10 cryptos are barreling away with billions of dollars each day. Well, looking at Ripple, one of the top 4, it trades one day, it traded $1.1 billion. It doesn't pay any dividends. It has no assets backing it. Yet the CRU will increase with the release of the white paper this month. The CRU pays already dividends and is an asset backed. When rated in July, August, we will have SEC backing. and will be promoted to participate to all parties prior to being released. So once we get SEC approval, it'll be rest in peace, cheap CRU prices. September 2020 is the target. So goodbye, amen, the end, hasta la vista, baby. The CRU program will only be available to buy from retail resources on public exchanges. So our crypto unit cash cow has less than 3 or 4 days left. I must change that slide too, before we have another stage change, which will see our program raise the CRU value, and the volume of CRU buy will be reduced heavily. And just to back that up, did you know in the last 20 years, gold has risen on an average of 10% per year? In year 2000, 31 grams of gold was worth approximately $450 US. 31 grams of gold today is worth in excess of $2,600. That's a very tidy increase. And in the same token, cash has lost 54.28% of its buying power during the same period. And our crypto unit program has hundreds of millions of dollars worth of gold assets. In fact, 75% of our portfolio is made up of gold liquidity. And as of yesterday, and I haven't checked this morning, but as of the 27th of July, gold made an all-time high recording of $1,933 US per ounce. While we are talking, I will bring up goldprice.org on my phone, and I will see where we are sitting today, just while it's loading. It's exciting times. We had a reporting meeting last month, a disclosed reporting meeting that is a private meeting that you sign an NDA agreement, NDA, and you then gain private information into what the company's doing. There you go, $1,974 US per ounce. It will crack the $2,000 US an ounce. That's $150 plus increase in the last 2 or 3 days. There is less than 90 days to take up this opportunity inside the CRU program. History is in the making. We've launched our digital doubles. The private investor has exclusive offers, and the TNG-NEEW companies is reaching its phase 3 of the agreement. Our digital doubles in data mining has launched on July the 15th, and we are creating huge amounts of waves in the social media networks. Because what can a digital double do for you? It never sleeps. It never asks for a pay rise. It doesn't get sick. It works 24/7, creating multiple income streams, multiple contacts and leads for you. And this is in our first phase, data mining, which is available exclusively through the Academy. We have a career ladder where the philosophy, your thoughts, actions and habits and destiny designs your destiny to the way you want it. You can become a partner, an agent, a consultant, a manager, a leader manager, top manager, vice president, or president, and receive rewards for your purchases of those CRU points and bonuses. It is an active cash flow business. But wait, we also have an express bonus promotion running where you can update and increase your status inside the program. You can gain vital extra cash bonuses for increasing your rank and structure from 350 to up to 50,000 plus units along the way. Develop a business, get active. Let's look at our culture sector, an exciting area. In the world today, as we know it, there have been many, many games that have been created, multi-billions of dollars inside the entertainment industries. We have music festivals and music entrepreneurs that are raking in millions and millions of dollars and providing vital income for the structures around them. We have movies, unprecedented, like Avatar, Titanic, Star Wars, Avengers. These movies create billions and billions of dollars in revenue for our economies. Well, move aside, because here comes our movie through our KG production club, Dragon Man, an Asian superhero, martial arts superhero, which is our project throughout China and India, and will be released to cinema goers in late 2020. And not only that, Kit Marvel has plans to create all the merchandising, all the trimmings and trappings that movie launches provide. We're even going to be providing a film school, a stuntman school, online games and applications. Amazing, amazing infrastructure coming our way. We are also rolling out an extended version of our Genius of Finance game, as seen in some of our videos earlier. This Genius of Finance board game will be released into the world market. We have been running tournaments for the last 3 years before the COVID shutdown, and has been providing an amazing tool to help many, many entrepreneurs increase their resources and their businesses inside the academy. We're also producing a mobile version and an app, a Genius of Finance app that will be able to be played with up to 10,000 participants at one time. But wait, there's more. You can be excited, and the excitement costs nothing. This is a famous saying by Grant Cardone. We want to increase your business by 10 times plus. We can do that by the latest release of our loyalty rewards program, You Gain. You Gain with no pain. You Gain is a lifestyle rewards program and an app that's being developed by this man, Dennis, who the You Gain Inc. has been formed and registered in Delaware in the US, and will be rolled out across the globe in every country where you can provide support and custom for merchants inside our program. And as a customer, you can gain discounts and rewards and real-time assets, making you wealthy and making your organization wealthy, not just the creators of the program. So the You Gain Rewards loyalty program will be rolled out approximately September 15th this year. We also have some very, very awesome bonuses. It's time for you to join the VIP club, because we have 250 CRU units to give away, but only up until July the 31st. And please note, as of the 1st of August, as mentioned, in phase 2, we are moving to stage 2.3. This is where you can gain today the most amount of CRU points, then they will be substantially reduced as of August the 1st. And another announcement, Project 3 will be entering into our scope very, very soon. What will it be? After the successful launch of the innovative transport technologies, where we have crowdfunded over $150 million, Project 2, the crypto unit, as we've looked at, is now worth in excess of $460 million and paying. We will be launching Project 3, a major equity funding project to elevate the speed of one of these technologies that we already are heavily involved in. So, are you ready? In parting, in today's presentation, I want to thank you for your attention and some wise words from our CEO, Andrei Karatov. He was speaking at his closed club meeting towards our common successes. Always on the path towards personal and company success. There will always be ups and downs, but we need to keep our eyes of our vital goals, and we won't even notice those ups and downs. Thank you for your attention today. Please get back to the person who shared this presentation with you. This is Bob Fordham. Thank you and have a great day.